This afternoon, I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world. If crypto is going to define the future, I want to be mined, minted, and made in the USA. It's going to be. It's not going to be made anywhere else. And if Bitcoin is going to the moon, as we say, it's going to the moon, I want America to be the nation that leads the way. My fellow Americans, our movement is far from over. In fact, our fight has only just begun.
Hello again. It's been a while. Welcome back, user. Give me a moment. Just gotta connect to this. Perfect. Their main goal is to get your attention with a narrative for you to believe and see on your screens in order to extract as much profit from you as possible. They know you better than you know yourself because of algorithms and metadata. For people who don't understand the technology they use, to spend hours a day on social media while algorithms gather seemingly unimportant information. But that's where you're wrong. These companies don't track you just to sell you products. They want to understand how you think and use that knowledge when events occur. The information they show you is carefully calculated. Social media isn't designed for you. It's designed for these companies to track you and capture your attention through various actions. They use algorithms to track user behavior, forming ecosystems of like-minded people to gain more attention and profit. These algorithms only show you what they believe you'll engage with, calculating every action you take online. That's why you witness the rapid formation of mobs or groups in America and other countries through social media. Narratives are driven to like-minded individuals who operate under the energy, perspectives, and beliefs of others. They rally together, attempting to change the world based on online narratives. However, many people are unaware that much of what's happening is manipulative tactics employed by companies to generate profit and maintain control over the ecosystems they've created with algorithms. Now that you understand, let's get started. Artificial intelligence. It's no longer a concept from distant sci-fi futures. It's here, quietly reshaping the world we live in. But as it grows, so does its grip on our lives, unseen yet undeniable. What was once an abstract idea, a far-off dream of machines that could think like us, is becoming a reality. But with every step forward, we must ask, what will we lose? And what is AI really capable of? Today, we're diving into the history of AI, the eerie developments we've seen, and the chilling possibilities that lie ahead. Let's go back to the 1950s, when AI was nothing more than a spark of an idea. Alan Turing, a man ahead of his time, suggested that machines could eventually think like humans. At first, it seemed more like a philosophical experiment than a real possibility. Turing's Turing test was a measure of whether a machine could fool a human into thinking it was real. But who could have predicted how close we'd come to that reality? In the 60s and 70s, AI pioneers like John McCarthy and Marvin Minsky began to experiment with machines that could reason and learn. But even then, their work seemed like a distant vision, like a piece of fiction from the pages of a book. And for decades, that's all it was, a dream. Yet, the seed had been planted, and the question lingered, could a machine ever truly think? As we moved into the 80s and 90s, AI found its place in pop culture. Science fiction nerds everywhere dreamed of the machines of the future. The films The Terminator, The Matrix, and 2001, A Space Odyssey, painted a picture of machines that were more than just tools. They were sentient and, in many cases, dangerous. These films didn't just show us AI, they warned us about it. A future where machines, once our helpers, might become our masters. Yet in the real world, AI wasn't ready. In fact, it seemed to stall. The machines couldn't think like humans, at least not yet. They weren't capable of the grand, world-altering changes we'd seen in the movies. Still, the idea persisted, quietly growing in the background. Something was coming. By the early 2000s, AI started to creep into our daily lives, unnoticed at first. We saw the rise of machine learning, algorithms capable of learning from massive amounts of data. Slowly, things began to shift. Machines didn't need to be taught everything. They could learn on their own, process information faster than any human could. Suddenly, AI wasn't just in sci-fi movies. It was in our phones, in our search engines, even in our homes. By 2012, AI had taken a massive leap forward. Neural networks, designed to mimic the way the human brain works, allowed AI to do things once thought impossible. It could recognize faces, translate languages, predict behavior. But it didn't stop there. With every passing year, AI grew smarter, faster, and more capable, and it became harder to ignore. On the surface, AI seems like a gift. It helps us in ways we never thought possible. Faster diagnoses, more efficient transportation, automation of mundane tasks. But beneath the surface, there's something more sinister at play. While it might appear to be a force for good, AI is already quietly reshaping industries. It's taking jobs, erasing human effort in favor of cold, emotionless algorithms. It's saving lives, but it's also pushing humanity out of the equation. Machines don't need rest. They don't tire. They don't complain. In fact, they perform better than any human could. And soon, that will matter more than anything else, because the cost of a machine is lower than the cost of a worker. So, what happens when AI becomes cheaper than humans? As much as AI seems to promise a better future, there's a darker side. Job displacement. AI's efficiency comes at a price. Every breakthrough means another job is at risk. It's not just the factory worker or the retail clerk. Writers, accountants, doctors, all could soon be replaced by machines that can do the work more efficiently. With each job that's automated, humans become obsolete. And as this happens, we find ourselves in a world where work is no longer the key to survival. Without AI, people will be left behind, unable to keep up with the demands of a rapidly changing world. You won't be able to compete if you don't have an AI agent on your side. And that's the terrifying reality we face. Making money harder. But it's not just jobs. As AI continues to automate industries, the wealth that once trickled down to the working class will be further concentrated in the hands of the few who control the AI. The gap between the rich and the poor will widen even more, and money will be harder to earn, especially if you can't keep up with technology. The new economic reality: if you're not plugged into the AI system, you won't just lose your job, you'll lose your place in society.